Well,
switch off. I still don't understand why he needs our services. A man like him. And why we give them free. Men like us. Mystery. Oh, well. Shall we go? The crux. We sum up and clear out. Set to go.
Raring.
We attend.
Let him jump.
When?
Now.
From where?
From here will do. 3 to 3.5 metres per floor, say 25 in all.
I could have sworn we were only on the 6th. He runs no risk.
He has only to land on his arse the way he lived. The spine snaps and the tripes explode.
Full moon.
Not quite. Tomorrow.
What's the date?
24th, 25th, tomorrow.
1922, 24. Our Lady of Succor. Full moon. We were saying then, let him jump. Our conclusion, right?
Work, family, third fatherland, cunt, finances, art and nature, heart and conscience, health, housing conditions, God and man. So many disasters.
Does it follow? Does it follow? And his sense of humor, of proportion.
Swamped.
May we not be mistaken?
We have been to the best sources. All weighed and weighed again. Checked and verified. Not a word here that is not cast iron, tied together like a cathedral. Oh, shit.
I've seen worse dumps, worse outlooks. Is that Jupiter we see?
Where?
Switch off. It must be.
Where?
There. On the right, in the corner.
No, it twinkles.
What is it then?
No idea. Serious. Well, do we work or play? You forget this is not his home. He's only here to take care of the cat. At the end of the month, shush, back to the barge. You forget this is not his home.
I forget. And does he not forget? But that's what saves us.
Memory. Memory. I quote, "An elephant's for the eating cares, a sparrow's for the Lydian airs." Testimony of Mr. Swell, organist at Seaton Sluice and lifelong friend. I quote, "Questioned on this occasion, open brackets, judicial separation, closes brackets, regarding the deterioration of our relations, all he could adduce was the 5 or 6 miscarriages which clouded, open brackets, oh, through no act of mine, close brackets, the early days of our union, and the veto which, in consequence, I had finally to oppose, open brackets, oh, not for want of inclination, close brackets, to anything remotely resembling the work of love. For on the subject of our happiness, open brackets, for it too came our way, unavoidably, and here my mind goes back to the first vows exchanged at Wootton Bassett under the bastard acacias, or again to the first 15 minutes of our wedding night at Littleton-on-Sea, or yet again to those first long studious evenings in our nest on Commercial Road East, close brackets. On the subject of our happiness, not a word, sir. Not one word. Testimony of Mrs. Aspasia Bud Croker, button designer in residence, Commercial Road East. I quote again. Of our national ethos, he remembered only the calamities, which did not prevent him from winning a minor scholarship in the subject. Testimony, Mr. Peabury, market gardener in the Deeping Fens, and lifelong friend. Not a tear was known to fall in our family, and God knows they did in torrents, that was not caught up and piously preserved in that inexhaustible reservoir of sorrow, with the date, the hour, and the occasion, and not a joy, fortunately there were few, that was not, on the contrary, irrevocably dissolved as by a corrosive. In that, he took after me. Testimony of the late Mrs. Darcy Croker, a woman of letters. Do you care for more?
Enough.
I quote, "To hear him talk about his life, after a glass or two, you would have thought he had never set foot outside hell. He had us in stitches. I worked it up into a skit that went down well. Testimony, Mr. Moore, light comedian, care of widow Merryweather Moore. All Saints on the Wash, and lifelong friend." You see, this is not his home, and he knows it full well.
Now, let's have the positive elements.
Positive? You mean of a nature to make him think that one day things might change? Is that what you want? There are none.
Oh, yes, there are. And that's the beauty of it.
Forgive me, Bertrand. I don't know what came over me. Moment of consternation. There is that incident of the lottery, possibly. Remember?
No.
200 lots. Winner receives high-class watch. Solid gold, hallmark, 19 carats. Marvel of accuracy, showing year, month, date, day, hour, minute and second. Super chic, unbreakable hairspring, chrono escapement, 19 rubies. Anti-shock, anti-magnetic, airtight, waterproof, stainless, self-winding, centre, seconds hand, Swiss parts, deluxe lizard band.
What did I tell you? However unhopefully, the mere fact of chancing his luck, I knew he had a spark left in him.
The trouble is, he didn't procure it himself. It was a gift. That you forget.
I forget. I forget. And he, does he not? At least he kept it.
If you can call it that.
At least he accepted it. At least he didn't refuse it.
I quote, "Last time I laid eyes on him, I was on my way to the post office to cash an order for back pay. The area before the building is shut off by a row of bollards with chains hung between them. He was seated on one of these with his back to the Thompson works. To all appearances, down and out. He sat doubled in two, his hands on his knees, his legs astraddle, his head sunk. For a moment I wondered if he was not vomiting, but on drawing nearer I could see he was merely scrutinising between his feet a lump of dog shit. I moved it slightly with the tip of my umbrella and observed how his gaze followed the movement and fastened on the object in its new position. This at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, if you please. I confess I had not the heart to bid him the time of day. I was overcome. I simply slipped into his hip pocket a lottery ticket I had no use for, while silently wishing him the best of luck. When 2 hours later I emerged from the post office, having cashed my order, he was at the same place and in the same attitude. I sometimes wonder if it's still alive. Testimony of Mr. Feckman, certified accountant and friend for better or for worse.
Dated when?
Recent.
It is such a bygone ring. Nothing else?
Bits and scraps. Good graces of an hairless aunt. Unfinished...
Hairless aunt?
Hairless aunt. Unfinished game of chess with a correspondent in Tasmania. Hope not dead of living to see the extermination of the species. Literary aspirations incompletely stifled. Bottom of a dairywoman in Waterloo Lane. See the kind of thing?
We pack up this evening, right?
Without fail. Tomorrow we're at Bury St Edmunds.
We leave him none the wiser. We leave him now never to meet again, having added nothing to what he knew already.
All these testimonies were new to him. They will have finished him off.
Not necessarily. Any light on that? This is vital. Something, I seem to remember something he said himself.
And the confidences, then. Slim file. Confidences. Ah!
Well?
Sick headaches, eye trouble, irrational fear of vipers, ear trouble, nothing for us there. Fibroid tumours, pathological horror of songbirds, throat trouble, need of affection, we're coming to it. Inner void, congenital timidity, nose trouble. Ah, listen to this. Morbidly sensitive to the opinion of others. What did I tell you? I'll read the whole passage. Morbidly sensitive to the opinion of others. Oh, the bulb was blown. No, it isn't. Must be a faulty connection. The flex was twisted. Now, all is well. Morbidly sensitive... Bugger and shit!
Try giving her a shake. See? I picked up that wrinkle in the band of hope.
Morbidly sensitive... What?
Keep your hands off the table. If it's a connection, the least jog can do it.
Morbidly sensitive...
Mysterious affair. Electricity.
Morbidly sensitive to the opinion of others at the time. I mean, as often as for as long as I entered my awareness. What kind of Chinese is that?
Keep going, keep going.
For as long as they entered my awareness, and that in either case, I mean, whether such on the one hand as to give me pleasure, or on the contrary, on the other, to cause me pain, and truth to tell... Shit, where's the verb?
What verb?
The main.
I give up.
Hold on. Till I find me the verb. Hell with all this drivel in the middle. Where I but? Could I but? Jesus! Though it be it, but... Christ! Ah! I have it! I was unfortunately incapable, done it.
How does it run now?
Morbidly sensitive to the opinion of others at the time, drivel, 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 I was unfortunately incapable...
Would you care to change seats? You see what I mean? That you come over here with your papers and I go over there. Don't whinge more than that will get us nowhere.
It's my nerves. If I was only 20 years younger, I'd put an end to my sufferings.
Fie, one should never say such horrid things, even to a well-wisher.
May I come to you? I need animal warmth.
As you like. With your files, if you don't mind. Do you want me to take you on my knees?
May I sit beside you? No? Then opposite? Do we continue?
Let's get it over and go to bed.
I'll take the lamp. Please, God, it holds out. What will we do in the dark, the pair of us? Do you have matches?
Never without. What we would do? Stand by the window in the starlight. That is to say, you would.
Not alone, I wouldn't.
Pass me a sheet. Switch off. Oh, Lord. Yours is on again.
This gag has gone on long enough for me.
Just so. Go and turn it off.
What am I to do? Switch it on again?
Come back.
Switch on then, till I see where I'm going.
And to think all that is nuclear combustion. All that fairy. Aged 10, runs away from home the first time, brought back next day, admonished, forgiven. Age 15, runs away from home second time, dragged back a week later, thrashed, forgiven. Age 17, runs away from home a third time, slinks back 6 months later, with tail between his legs, locked up, forgiven. Age 17, runs away from home last time, crawls back a year later on his hands and knees, kicked out, forgiven.
Careful.
Switch on. It's heavy going, but we're nearly home.
How does he look?
Not at his best.
Has he still got that little smile on his face?
Probably.
What do you mean, probably? Have we just been looking at him?
He didn't have it then.
Ah. Can never make out what he thought he was doing with that smile on his face. In his eyes. Still goggling.
Shut.
Shut.
It was only so as not to see me. I'm sure he's opened them again since. You need to stare them in the face day and night. Never take your eyes off them for a week on end, unbeknownst to them.
Looks to me we have him.
Come on, we're getting nowhere. Get on with it.
Morbidly sensitive to the opinion of others at the time, drivel, 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 I was unfortunately incapable of retaining it for more than 10 or 15 minutes at the most. That is to say, the time required to take it in. From then on, it might as well never have been uttered.
You see, where does that come in?
In a letter, presumably never posted, to an anonymous admiratrix.
Admiratrix?
He begins.
He had admiratrix.
Friend and admiratrix. That's all we know.
Come, Morgan, calm yourself. Letters to admiratrixes. We all know what they're worth. There's no need to take everything literally.
There's the record. Closed and final. Too late now to start saying that is right and that is wrong. You're a pain in the arse.
Good. Let us sum up.
We do nothing else.
A black future, an unpardonable past, so far as he can remember, inducements to linger on, all equally preposterous, and the best advice, dead letter. Agreed.
And airless aren't preposterous?
He's not the interested type. One has to consider the client's temperament. To accumulate documents is not enough.
Here, as far as I'm concerned, the client is here and nowhere else.
All right. Is the one reference there to personal gain?
That old aunt, was he ever as much as commonly civil to her? And that dairy woman, come to that, in all the years that he was going to her for his bit of cheddar, was he ever once wanting in respect? No, Morven. Look, you...
That must be the cat.
Sounds like it. So, agreed. Black future, unpardonable...
As you wish. Let him jump.
No further exhibit?
Let him jump. Let him jump. Let's go.
It is now 10:25. We have no train before 11:20. Let us kill the time here, talking of this and that.
What do you mean 11:20? 10:50.
Where it's marked with a cross. How many unfortunates would be so still today if they had known in time to what extent they were so? Remember Smith?
Smith? Never knew anyone of that name.
Yes, you did. Big, fat, red hair, always to be seen hanging around World's End. Hadn't done a hand's turn in years. Reputed to have lost his genitals in a shooting accident. His own double barrel that went off between his legs in a moment of abstraction, just as he was getting set to let fly at a quail.
Stranger to me.
Well, to make a long story short, he had his head in the oven when they came to tell him that his wife had gone under an ambulance. Hell, says he, I can't miss that. And now he has a steady job in Marks and Spencer's. How is Mildred?
You know. Good God.
Philomel.
That put the heart across me.
Shh. Hark, hark. It's in the room. Come on. Let's have a look.
I'm scared.
Shh. She's not here. Here she is. Lend me a hand.
Let it be.
Get here. Hold on a second. Let's go. Show a light.
There's one dead.
Do you have a pencil? Yes.
Hey.
There.
Is it the cock or the hen?
The hen. Look how drab she is.
And he goes on singing. There's lovebirds for you.
Lovebirds? Ah, Morven, you'd be the death of me if I were sufficiently alive. Lovebirds! Finches, Pinhead! Look at the lovely little green rump, and the blue cap, and the white bars, and the gold breast. Note, moreover, the distinctive warble. There can be no mistaking it. Ah, you pretty little pet. Oh, you bonny wee birdie. And to think, all that is organic waste. All that splendor.
They have no seed. No water. What's that there?
That
An old cuttlebone.
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 Come, Bertrand. Don't. Nothing we can do. Give it here.
Leave it, leave it! Will you have done dogging me? Do you want me to jump too?
How end? Hi, look at this. Take a look at this. Come on, quick. Well, I'll be